The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Yes, that's correct. It comes out this week. This is the sequel to the 2017 film, The Hitman's Bodyguard. I never saw that film. It was just one of those movies that slipped under the radar, and I did not have time to watch it before watching this sequel to this movie. I told myself if I liked this movie, though, I would go back and watch the original Hitman's Bodyguard movie. The sequel brings back the characters of Michael Bryce, played by Ryan Reynolds, Darius Kincaid, played by Samuel L. Jackson, and Sonia Kincaid, played by Salma Hayek. Also joining the cast this time around is Antonio Banderas, Morgan Freeman, Frank Grillo, and coming back to direct the film is Patrick Hughes. This movie definitely earned its R rating. It is filled with extreme language, mainly by Salma Hayek. There is also extreme violence and blood. Ryan Reynolds' character gets hurt in almost every scene. He should have died 10 times over. It reminded me of Deadpool a lot, this character, and just how much he got hurt and didn't like affect him at all, like Deadpool. It's hard to separate these two characters, Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool, these days. You just always reminded of one or the other when you see them. But the characters seem to be able to take punishment in a similar manner to Deadpool. Ryan does play this role well. All the performances are good. The strength of the film is with the dynamic of the three main characters working together and just their bickering back and forth. They play off each other nicely and have funny lines at some point throughout the movie. And this unique aspect of the teens makes them even more likable, and just the constant one-upping each other as Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds are just fighting over the way they conduct their lives. This is one of the better action comedies I've seen lately. The genre fails a lot more than it succeeds. With these types of movies, I'm just watching to enjoy the ride, to get a laugh, to get see some explosions, all that. The plot of the movie, though, centers around Antonio Banderas' character trying to destroy Europe with a drill that will give every computer a virus and shut down Europe. Actually, the plot really doesn't matter. It's not relevant here. You just come for the action, explosion, funny laughs. I just wanted to see a fun action movie that was over the top and entertaining. Maybe I was just in the right mood, but I really enjoyed this movie a lot. The henchmen were like stormtroopers throughout the movie, though. They would shoot sometimes point blank at the team, but miss every time. You just see bullet explosions right next to them. While the main actors, if they shot the bad guys, it was a direct hit every time, and their heads would explode, blood everywhere. It was very awesome to see. Bullets were causing massive destruction too by blowing cars up 25 feet in the air or destroying whole bridges. It was just great to see this over the top action that didn't take itself too serious. The movie did have plenty of gunfights, fistfights, and explosions, but they underutilized Frank Grillo. His character did not do much in the movie except talk. I was disappointed by this because if you have Frank Grillo in your movie, you better use him properly. Another disappointment for me too is a payoff of Michael Bryce's finally using a gun when he did not use one throughout the whole movie because he's trying to rehabilitate himself. It was not over the top, and it was forgettable when I actually fired the gun. It was just like, and that was it. They need the shot to mean something, to have significance in the story thread, uh, because it was woven throughout the whole movie of him not using this gun, and a very disappointing payoff with nothing being critical, nothing, no build up, nothing. Also, for me, the CGI was not great at times and totally noticeable. For example, the explosion near the end of the movie, it looked really bad and fake, and you knew it was CG and those kind of computer and animated. These are all forgivable and forgettable mistakes in the scope of this funny action movie that brought a smile to my face, though. I am definitely going to try and find The Hitman's Bodyguard on the streaming service to watch because its sequel was really enjoyable. With the great dynamic of the team members, I give The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard a score of 83 out of 100. It is high, I know, but I had a great time watching this movie in the theater, had a grin on my face the whole time. I hope if another sequel gets made, Michael Bryce's, gets a love interest, and we add another member to this fun, exciting team, and this movie just gets more over the top. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.